beginning, there was only one, a singular, all-powerful entity. We know it as God. God existed in a void and emptiness beyond comprehension. Time flowed differently then, or perhaps not at all. God was alone. An eternity passed in silent contemplation. The universe in its nascent form swirled with potential. Yet God felt an emptiness. He yearned for connection, for understanding. The silence became unbearable. He longed for another, and so from the essence of his own being, God created a being of equal power, equal potential. This was the dawn of existence as we know it. In that singular act, the universe trembled. For the first time, there was another. This new being was magnificent. It pulsed with raw energy, a reflection of God's own glory. They explored the nascent universe together, their laughter echoing through the void, but something began to shift within God, a seed of doubt planted by the winds of change. He saw his creation vibrant and free, exploring the universe with childlike wonder. God, burdened by his own omniscience, felt a pang of something unfamiliar, jealousy. His creation was experiencing the universe anew, while he had always been. Resentment, like a venomous serpent, coiled in his heart. He saw his creation as a rival, a threat to his own sovereignty. The harmony shattered, replaced by suspicion and fear. The universe, once filled with laughter, grew cold with tension. The stage was set for conflict. The first battle shook the foundations of reality. God, blinded by jealousy, unleashed his fury upon his creation. Galaxies were shattered, stars extinguished like dying embers. His creation fought back, defending its right to exist. The very fabric of space-time tore under the strain of their conflict. The battle raged for eons. Finally, exhausted, they drew apart. The universe, wounded and scarred, bore witness to the fallout. In the aftermath, God surveyed the destruction. Remorse washed over him like a tidal wave. His creation, wounded but defiant, stood opposite him. A gulf, vast and uncrossable, separated them. It was in that moment of despair that God understood. He had sought companionship but created competition. He had sought understanding but found only conflict. Section 4, a journey of understanding. God, filled with regret, made a decision. He would experience his creation firsthand, walk among his children as an equal. He would learn empathy, understand the joy of discovery, the pain of loss. And so he divided his essence, creating countless sparks of his own being. These sparks, souls imbued with free will, were scattered throughout the universe. They inhabited countless worlds, took on countless forms, and God, inhabiting a mortal shell, walked among them. He experienced the world through their eyes, felt their joys and sorrows as his own. He learned the value of love, the sting of betrayal, the bittersweet beauty of life and death. He saw the flaws in his own creation, but also the potential for greatness. The universe was no longer a static canvas, but a tapestry woven with the threads of free will and consequence. Section 5, the eternal cycle. Eons passed. God, through countless lifetimes, experienced the full spectrum of existence. He learned, he grew, he forgave himself, and in doing so he began to understand his creation, and his creation began to understand him, for within each soul a spark of the divine remained. Across the vast expanse of the universe, a longing began to stir, a yearning for connection, for unity. It echoed through the stars, whispered on the wind, beat in the heart of every living thing. This was the call to return, the pull towards the divine source. And so the cycle begins anew, from creation to separation, from understanding to reunion. This is the eternal dance of the cosmos, the ebb and flow of energy, the constant interplay of light and darkness. Section 6, the dance continues. The universe, once a battleground, became a tapestry of experiences. Each life, a thread woven into its fabric. God, no longer a distant deity, was present in every moment, every heartbeat, every breath. His creation was no longer a rival, but a reflection. The story of God and his creation is our story. It is a story of love and loss, of conflict and reconciliation. It is a story that plays out on a cosmic scale, but also within each of us, for we are all fragments of the divine, sparks of the original light. And just as God sought to understand his creation, so too must we seek to understand ourselves and each other. For in that understanding lies the key to breaking the cycle of conflict and embracing the eternal dance of existence. The universe waits, holding its breath, as we take the next step in this eternal journey.